Welcome back, Pause Menu Society. I am one of your hosts, Derek Daniel Ocean, of course, joined by awesome Amy Killer Colby. This is a very special episode. We are going to be extremely content heavy this week, you guys. So this is an episode we're doing on our predictions for summer game season, PlayStation State of Play, Summer Games Fest, Xbox Showcase. We know the Gears of War E-Day Showcase is coming, so we're going to get a release date for that. So that's not even worth mentioning. We're going to watch it though, of course. We'll be covering all of these. We will have live video reactions on our YouTube channel, as well as we're doing a cross promotion on my Patreon/YouTube, the Derek Lamont Experience. So make sure you subscribe to those as well. Um, we're going to be doing cross promotion. We're going to have a live watch and reaction to the State of Play, Summer Games Fest, the Xbox show. And whenever Nintendo gives us the date for the direct, we're going to do that as well. And then we will have recap episodes following right after those. So it's going to be very content heavy. We have this episode. We've got our standard weekly episode. We've got the Euphoria episode. Y'all are going to hear and see a lot of us for the next couple of weeks. So fucking be prepared. Prediction. So we have State of Play coming Tuesday, Summer Games Fest next Friday, and then the Xbox show that weekend, and at some point Nintendo. And I just said that again. I don't know why, but anyway. So we're going to give you our predictions of what we think is going to happen. Now, I have some predictions for a few things. Amy, I know you were particularly covering Xbox. Kobe, what are you covering? All bases or what?
Yeah, I'm on everything. I'm on everything.
All right.
All
right. So,
and stuff.
Who wants to go first?
What do we want to cover first?
I mean, we can all just like you go, I'll go, he goes, and then like a snake draft. Is that yeah.
Snake.
Like if you do a fantasy football draft, it doesn't matter. So I'll go, you go, he goes, I'll go, just like that.
Okay, sure.
All right. So what you got first? Or actually, am I going first?
Do you want to flip a coin?
I don't have a coin. Does anybody actually have hard currency anymore?
You know what I have? I do actually, but you know what I do have? I do have dice on my phone. Mighty Dice. Okay. So you picked 3, you said?
Yep.
We picked 3.
Okay, what are you picking?
I will take 7.
All right, 1. So I go first.
All right, you got it.
All right.
And then Kobe goes and I'll go.
Firstly, I play mostly on Xbox. I do have a Nintendo Switch, so I have a little bit for Nintendo, but not a whole lot. I mostly play Xbox, really. So for the game showcase, one thing for sure, I did see that there was some videos out for the new Fable game. I'm a big Fable fan.
I knew you were gonna start with Fable. I 100% knew that because I remember when you went in I think you played the first 3 Fables on Game Pass. I knew that was gonna be your first one. I absolutely knew that.
I love Fable. Absolutely loved it. So they were talking about doing it as open world.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna do open world. Open world has gotten so huge lately. I think it'd be really cool. I know for sure Jesse doesn't think it's a good idea, but also he's not the biggest fan of open world, so
I'm right there with Jesse.
Really?
Well, here's the thing.
It depends on the game for me.
That's one. But gaming has really become follow the leader, right? Whatever the trend is, everybody wants to do it. Like when we got to the 2010s, there were some games that were classic single player games, but multiplayer had become the thing, so everybody added an online multiplayer suite. I remember the first time I saw multiplayer in Uncharted, and I was like, we don't fucking need this in Uncharted. This is stupid. The same thing happened with open world. We got to a point where people believed, and the publishers and developers believed, if you didn't have this huge, massive map with all these different checkpoints on the map and side quests and stuff like that, and the game took you 100 hours, then there was no real value for the game. And that's just not true. There's still value for Super Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, even though Legend of Zelda went open world with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
Generally before that, Zelda games weren't exactly linear. You could sometimes do things in different order, but generally there was a way that you had to start and a way you had to finish.
Right.
I feel Jesse. Every game does not need to be an open world game to have value. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with like multiplayer games and linear story driven. Like Resident Evil is an open world, and that's gonna definitely get nominated for Game of the Year. I think we can all
Yeah.
agree that Requiem will be
Oh, for sure.
nominated for Game of the Year. So it like
Absolutely.
it doesn't have to be open world. Like if you can find the time to sink all of that in, great. But every game cannot be Grand Theft Auto. Every game cannot be Red Dead Redemption. Every game can't be Batman Arkham Knight.
Mhm.
Um, there's other games, that exist. Splatoon is a great game.
Yeah.
Mario Kart is and they tried to make Mario Kart open world, like Mario Kart World, and it's like, oh, there's no loading screen to get to the next race. You drive to the next race, which is cool, like the first time you play it, but after that, it's like, okay, whatever, dog. I don't care.
I think for Fable, it's
So,
a really good idea. I think Fable was really kind of kept in a box the way that it
mhm,
was, which is fine. Like, I loved the game. I replay it all the time. I play that shit all the time. I
yeah.
never get tired
I
of it.
I
Wasn't
think
it
it
better
could work
open
for
world too?
Fable.
I think it
Well,
could work
Would
for
you say
Fable. Just like you said, like sometimes there's too much to do in an open world. And I think with
exactly.
Fable, I think they can make it to where it's not too much and you can still follow the story while also
Yeah.
still marrying 5 different people and having all these kids and whatever you're
Yeah.
doing. You know what I mean?
I think
Um,
I think a good example of switching up, like Final Fantasy Remake, that wasn't open world, was it?
The
they
The first
so
one.
remake, no. Rebirth,
Yes.
it's still kinda linear, but it's kinda open world. Do you
Yeah.
remember in The Last of Us Part 2 where you get to Seattle and they kinda make it open world, but it's still like because you have to go all around, like, Seattle doing
Yeah.
different things?
Right.
A half-ass attempt at open world and unnecessary. Very
Right.
unnecessary. So, I don't know. Um,
I think
So
Rebirth
another
did a
another one I've got is Gears of War E-Day. I think there's gonna be a release date. I think they're gonna come up
yeah,
with a
we're
release
definitely
date or
for
at
them
least
to
like a
do a
deeper
whole
trailer.
no, we're definitely they're doing like so the Xbox show happens, and then directly after there's a Gears of War E-Day show. So we're
Yeah,
definitely getting
see,
a release date.
for
And
sure.
I believe I would say I'm thinking August. I'm thinking
Okay.
August for E-Day because Wolverine comes in September, and then everybody wants to get the fuck out of the way of GTA 6 in November. So I think
Mhm.
Gears of War E-Day is August. I
yeah.
don't think they push it to 27. I think it's the end of the summer, and I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. I
Um,
also I also think they're gonna have, like, a surprise Game Pass drop, like, they're gonna be like, "Oh, by the way, available today, get this game." I don't know what, but I think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna be like, "Available today, play it now."
like
They're gonna
something
get
they're
some
gonna
hype on it.
shadow drop.
Yeah,
I can
that's what
see
I
them
Trying to
think.
doing
think
I
that.
what
think for sure.
what else do they have in the pipeline? I can't think of anything off the top of my
Probably
head
it'd probably be an indie game or something like that.
Um, yeah, probably an indie game. I
because
know there's
we
probably
know
gonna be more
Fable.
gameplay from Perfect Dark for sure.
No, they canceled that.
They canceled it?
Yeah.
They shut down that studio.
Yeah, they can't yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So remember when they showed it at I think it was the Xbox showcase of 24 or something like that.
Mhm.
Like they showed us like this trailer, and it was more than it was like we thought it was a vertical slice of the game. Turns out that was all bullshit. None of
Oh,
that was
shit.
actual gameplay. They closed. It was the initiative. Was it a thing? Yeah, because the coalition does Gears of War. The
Yeah.
studio was called the Initiative. They closed that studio, and
Damn.
this is why when they acquired Activision Blizzard King, and they were in the you know the steps to acquire, and Sony's like, no, you have to stop this deal, and like all these regulatory boards, like Microsoft had to release like statements, some of them like emails and all this shit. Some of them were redacted and some of them weren't. Um, Phil Spencer's emails were crazy. Like, so the day, remember they showed off the Series X at the Game Awards 2019. And
Mhm.
Jeff Keighley says he didn't know that was coming. Jeff Keighley says when they went through the show earlier that day in rehearsals, at that time, they showed a Game Pass commercial. When they got on stage live that night, they basically hijacked the show. So
Damn.
we knew about the Series X in December of 2019. Well, then we get the CES of 2020, and Sony gave up the specs for or was it GDC? I think it was GDC. Sony gave up the specs for the PlayStation 5. Phil sent out an email to everybody in the Xbox team, like, I think it's pretty clear that we have the better product. Then another email leaked. Well, it was leaked. They had to unredact their emails because the FCC, like, you have to go through the stuff. They wanted to acquire. They did try to acquire Sega, and then Phil sent out an email and said, "I think Nintendo needs to understand their future lies with us. They won't survive without us." Like, Phil was talking crazy. Um, so then everybody's like, just push the deal through. Because PlayStation was like, if you let them have this publisher, they will make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox. And they're just like, there's not another game like Call of Duty. It stands alone. So Xbox is like, we'll give you Call of Duty for 10 years on PlayStation. We'll give you a guarantee. And Sony's like, that's not good enough. Because everybody's like, well, it's 10 years. You can come up with another game. In the time that Call of Duty has become fucking Call of Duty, nobody else has come up with a game to match it. So maybe you can't. That was Sony's argument. So Microsoft had to make a lot of concessions to get them to pass that deal through.
Damn.
They swore that they weren't going to close any studios. They swore the price of the console wouldn't go up. They swore the price of Game Pass wouldn't go up. And unfortunately, all of those things have taken place. So they closed Tango Gameworks after Hi-Fi Rush was a hit. They
Yeah.
shadow dropped Hi-Fi Rush. That was a hit. Then they closed Tango Gameworks. So everybody's like, well, what the fuck do you have to do? So then one day, like, the initiative, they announced, they were like, yeah, the initiative is closed. Perfect Dark is canceled. I don't know, like, people will talk to Jason Schreier. He gets the scoop. I've read 2 of his books. If it comes from Jason Schreier, I was like, this is real. Everybody's like, Sony's not gonna abandon PC. I was like, look, it's gonna get announced at some point. Everybody's like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm like, this is Jason fucking Schreier we're talking about. If he said it, it's Bible. Take that shit to church. Sure enough, last week Sony's like, yeah, we're not putting our standard um, first party single player titles on PC anymore. Everybody's like, what the fuck? It's like, well, Jason Schreier told us this. So I think he was the one who might have leaked it that Perfect Dark was canceled, and then they had to confirm it. Perfect Dark was canceled. The initiative was
Jeez.
closed. Yeah, and then we found out later, like, I think a day later, that everything they showed at that showcase of Perfect Dark, none of it was actual gameplay. It was complete, like, and it's like, it's one thing to show off a cinematic trailer, and it's like, the game doesn't even look like this. Well, it's a cinematic
Right.
trailer.
Yeah.
But to masquerade this as actual gameplay is where everybody was really, really pissed the fuck off. It's like,
Yeah.
so damn, like, the game was not gonna look like this. So yeah, Perfect Dark is no more. Not
Yeah.
happening.
People were
And
waiting
the
Well,
on that Perfect
studio is
Dark
no
too.
more.
there it goes. There goes my
Yeah, so
predictions.
yeah,
For sure, Fable though.
unfortunately. Yeah, we know Fable for sure. Um, I think that I don't know if they wanna release it in December because again, everybody's getting the fuck out of the way of GTA 6.
Right.
But they have said that Fable will not release, they're not pushing it to 27. It's coming in 26. So, either Gears of War E-Day comes closer, and then you put Fable in August, but nobody wants, like, I've taken off November 19th and the following Friday because it's the day after Thanksgiving. So 2 Fridays in a row, I'm off this fall. The 19th is to play GTA 6. That's just the way it is. Nobody, like, the last GTA game came out and Kennedy was like, ooh, so she was 4 months old,
Yeah,
and
it's been a
she'll be
long time.
13. It came
Yeah,
out
I was thinking
in
about that,
fucking
yeah.
it came out in September of 2013.
Yeah, it came
Yeah.
out. It's been
And
on 3 systems.
yes, it was on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and now it's on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles. That game lasts longer than cockroaches and, like, nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time for a new GTA, and they know they can ill afford to push and delay that game again. And Rockstar has come out and said that marketing will start this summer. Uh, we it hasn't been, like, verified yet, but Sony more than likely PlayStation more than likely has the marketing rights for that game. They have a great relationship with Rockstar Games and GTA and stuff like that. Um, Fable is coming this year. Gears of War E-Day is coming this year. If one of them was going to get pushed to 27, I would say Gears of War, but the only reason that makes me say no is because they're dedicating this is like the 3rd year they've done this thing where they have their regular showcase, and then they have a showcase for one of their games directly after. They did
Mhm.
it when the deal finally went through and they had Call of Duty, the 1st year was Call of Duty immediately after. I can't remember what it was last year that was immediately after the showcase.
I think this might be
E-Day is immediately after.
I think this
Which
the
was
four
it?
I think this the 4th time because you know they did one for Starfield too.
That's right, they did. He's right. And Starfield came out, September of '23?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, whatever the game that has that showcase dedicated to it right after the initial show, that game is coming out this calendar year, and I don't they've said that they're not pushing Fable,
I think it was
so
Doom last
one of
year.
'Cause
Dark
they
That's
Age.
pushed
right, it
Fable
was.
several times already too.
Yeah, they're not pushing it again, it's coming this year.
Yeah.
One of them is going to come in the summer, maybe July, maybe August. I think that the lead out time is a little too late because it's May for it to come in July. So I desperately see Gears of War E-Day in August.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, dang.
what the hell did you do? What did you do?
My damn camera failed, man. That's my fault.
Oh, okay. No, no, no. Yeah, I see Gears of War E-Day in August, and I see Fable. Generally, nobody wants to release a game in December. I know Cyberpunk 2077 came out in December, but that game also went gold and then got pushed. Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed 2 or 3 times within the same year of its release.
Yeah, it did.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
generally, you don't wanna release a game in December because you wanna get it out for Black Friday and Cyber
Mhm.
Monday, so you can get a lot of sales there.
yeah,
But I just think that you I don't the Call of Duty the next Call of Duty trailer dropped today. Obviously, we're gonna see that at the Xbox showcase, but if that's coming October and November, like, probably October is the best idea for that. I get it, it's Call of Duty, but again, we have not had a new Grand Theft Auto game since my kid was in diapers
Mhm.
right.
and she couldn't even crawl yet.
That's
You
gonna be
gotta
the
get the
biggest
fuck out.
one.
Yeah, you gotta get the fuck out of the way of that. Um, so you go Fable, you go Gears first and then Fable after. That's just how I see it. I don't see any
Yeah,
other way that they could do it that would make sense. I don't
I
know.
agree. Do you guys wanna
Um,
give your predictions for Xbox since we're already on this topic?
Yeah, I got one. I
I
know. I'm. I
Go
know
ahead. I
they
actually didn't have
already.
an Xbox One.
They
Kobe,
already.
go.
They already showed the we had the play test for State of Decay 3. So I'm looking for that
Oh, that's
coming.
right.
I'm looking for that
Okay.
coming some either this year or early next year.
Mm.
Okay. I had general ones. I didn't write anything down for Xbox because truthfully, I'm playing Forza Horizon 6 right now. Was
Yeah,
waiting for that.
Mhm.
And Gears of War E-Day, that's a day one. So it's like I might play Call of Duty this year. I don't know, but I knew what I was playing this year
yeah,
regardless. Like
uh,
so anything that they show me that I really like at the showcase is just extra like frosting on the icing on the cake. Because
right.
I knew what I was gonna play this year either way. Um, I will give you some standard ones.
Okay.
And these will show up probably at Summer Game Fest because EA doesn't do their own thing anymore. We will see College Football 27 because that's gonna come in July.
Yeah,
We're gonna see Madden 27 because that's gonna come in August.
yeah,
The other EA game, when you do Star Wars, you do them in trilogies. The original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the sequel trilogy. And then you have your one-offs, Rogue One, Solo, and obviously Mandalorian and Grogu last weekend.
Uh,
What in the hell
what
is
is
that?
that?
that's the alarm. They down. I don't know what they doing over there. Hold on.
Kobe.
What the fuck?
He just muted himself.
Um, Star
Okay.
Wars Jedi. I know we've had Jedi Survivor, and
Mhm.
Jedi. I forgot what the other one was called. I think we get the third game in the trilogy. I think that because the last one came out in 23. I think it's time for it's 3 years later, whether it comes early next year, whatever, I think it's time for us to see that, close out that trilogy, see the story of Cal Kestis come to an end. And I think because they covered Order 66 in the first one, um, and the Empire is obviously still in power. Vader shows up at the end of the first one. I haven't finished the second one yet. I know, I know. Um, I think the third one, at least I hope, will take us up to the original Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope. And
Okay.
I'm not saying we're going to see Luke Skywalker or anything like that. I'm not saying anything like that, but I just feel like if Order 66 was covered in the first one, like briefly, I think that this trilogy should end right where A New Hope is about to begin.
Okay.
I see that happening. Like, and maybe we don't have to see Luke. We don't have to see Leia. Maybe see the Millennium Falcon somewhere fucking flying around. That would be cool.
Something. Just something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
college football, Madden, those are given because those are annual titles.
Mhm.
Um,
maybe a Battlefield update.
that would actually make sense. That would make sense. It's just weird that EA doesn't do their own show anymore. Like that's so stupid. But I definitely feel like we're gonna see Star Wars Jedi, whatever the third one's going to be called, and I don't see them giving that to either PlayStation or Xbox. I just feel like if we're going to see it, it's going to be at Summer Games Fest.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. That's what I got for that.
I
Who
did
wants to
see
go now?
the new Call of Duty
The
trailer.
trailer?
Looks
Yeah.
good, but I broke up with Call of Duty. I'm sick of Call of Duty. It's
It's
so much memory, and it's too much.
it's like, do y'all remember before this generation fully started when they told us that we were going to be able, and you can kinda do it in Call of Duty. You can We were promised that, like, if a game had a multiplayer suite, we wouldn't have to install it. Or if you only wanted to play the multiplayer, you can only install that.
yeah.
Like, priority installations, and that didn't happen, and I hadn't thought about that in a while. I was like, "Oh, they flat out fucking lied to us." Call of Duty might be, like, the only game where you see it. It's like, "Do you wanna play the multiplayer? Do you wanna play the campaign?" Whatever, what the fuck.
I
But
think
you're
year
right.
5 was like that.
It's just too much.
It's like 200 gigs, like,
Yeah.
I think the most
It's
recent
it's
Call of Duty
more
I
than
pla
it's more than Fortnite. Like, what
Well
the
well,
fuck?
the thing is, the that makes sense though, because when you look at Fortnite's art style is not akin to Call of Duty, whereas Call of Duty is supposed to look near photorealistic, you know what I mean? So that's why, like, you have a lot more, like, deeper textures and stuff like that. Um, but at the same time, they've gotta get better at optimizing these games and making the files smaller because if you were to buy that at 200 gigs, if you were a Blu-ray a Blu-ray holds 100 gigs on a disc, you'd have to buy if you bought it on disc, it would have to be multiple discs. Like, there would be one just to install the game and then one to play it.
Yeah.
And that
Shit.
was like I wanna say, which Rockstar game was that? Was that Grand Theft Auto? GTA 4 was like that on the Xbox 360, if I remember correctly.
Was it?
One of those Rockstar games were like that. One disc was to install. There's probably a list. I gotta find it.
I'm sure there's plenty.
Let's see.
I think we'll get a
Okay, Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition, Red Dead Redemption 2, Star Wars Outlaws, interesting. Assassin's Creed Shadow, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, and Cyberpunk 2077. Current gen. For Xbox 360, Halo 4, Halo 3, Forza Motorsport 3, and Forza Motorsport 4. Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 3, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition. So Yeah, because remember Xbox 360 went with HD DVD and PlayStation went with Blu-ray, and Blu-ray discs hold more storage.
Right, right,
Okay.
right. See, who else Xbox can drop? I don't know.
I can't really think of anything else. Like seriously, because again, everything that I want to play, like I played a little bit of 007 First Light last night,
Yeah, I
started
ain't got
playing
that one yet.
Batman last week.
I ain't got
Started
them two
playing
yet.
Forza Horizon 6 last week. I was
Mhm.
going to pre-order Star so, did y'all know this, that Nintendo does not charge you until the game is actually available? So I went to
Yeah,
pre-order Star Fox yesterday on my Switch, and they're like, "Yeah, if the date changes, you'll be charged on the new date." And I was like, "Y'all don't just take the
Oh,
fucking money now?"
yeah.
I don't like that.
Xbox don't do that either. They don't take it out right then either. They wait 2 weeks before it
Really?
drop.
I didn't know
He's
that.
right. So, and you know how I know this, remember when you found all those Xbox cards that you had, like, laying around somewhere?
To me.
Yeah, yeah, you
Oh
remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
So you sent me one, you were like, "Yo, happy birthday, happy Father's Day." So I took it and I added to my Xbox account. This goes back to Cyberpunk 2077. I pre-ordered it, and I'm like, "Well, there's stuff in there." They didn't charge me till the game actually released, and I think they may have taken whatever was on that gift card for whatever my Game Pass, well, it was definitely Game Pass Ultimate at that time. They took that money off that gift card for my Game Pass Ultimate subscription.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
Hmm,
weird, but then I was like, "Well, the game also got delayed twice, so maybe that's why." But I did
maybe.
think that that was weird that they didn't charge me initially, which 'cause
I mean, I
since
guess that
you
makes sense.
pre-order on PlayStation, they charge you now.
Yeah, they give
Yeah.
me.
That just makes me feel like when you order from Amazon and they just take the money whenever they feel like it.
Yeah.
It's like, "Take the money now while I have it. Don't wait till 2 in the fucking morning, you idiot."
Right?
Or
Yeah, Amazon definitely
when I pre-order on Xbox, I make sure I got the money 2 weeks in advance. That's when they're gonna take it before it come
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Alright, who's up now?
I mean, we
Uh,
all did Xbox already, but
Okay.
you wanna move on to Nintendo?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Alright. I think I don't have a whole lot for Nintendo, just
I only have
'cause
one thing.
I
That's all
play
I
I
need. Well,
honestly,
actually, I have 2, I'm sorry.
all I play on Nintendo is Animal Crossing and, right now, Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, and I got the game Taiko no Tatsujin. It's a drumming game.
Mhm.
Fun, so fun.
Nice.
okay.
Anyways,
How are you
biggest
liking
announcement. What?
how are you liking Tears of the Kingdom, by the way?
Love it. I love it. It's hard. I'm a completist, so I wanna
Oh, wait.
finish everything.
I just finished Breath of the Wild for my Patreon a few months back, and, um,
I prefer Breath
it
of
was
the
like
Wild over Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom is fucking hard.
Mhm.
Um, I'm stuck on at the very end on the fight with Ganondorf.
Really?
So,
I haven't gotten
yes.
there yet. I'm still doing side quests and everything, but I'm to the point where I might just go ahead and go
Bro,
and go fight him.
I ain't even got a master
Get as
sword
many
yet.
hearts as you can because I don't wanna spoil it for you, but
It's just really hard. I was really
well,
disappointed that Breath of the Wild was too easy with Ganondorf.
yeah, because once you're all you fucking OP at that point. So,
Mhm.
you've been in the depths, obviously, and you know, like,
Yeah.
how okay, so you have to fight him in the fucking depths. So, the gloom
Oh,
gets
that's
you yeah,
hard.
exactly. That's like, he has
Okay.
a fucking, like his sword is, like, fucking dumb long, and, like, you have to perfect parry his shit.
Oh,
And
I'm
I'm
really bad
never
at
really
that.
great. Same, and that's why I'm stuck right there. That's why I'm stuck right there.
Okay,
And I'm
okay.
like, I keep promising my patrons, like, yes, I'm gonna play Tears of the Kingdom at some point, but it's a fucking grind, and I have to mentally prepare myself to play this game for y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is good though.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know. I just feel like Nintendo's just gonna bring up something else with Mario, some kind of something random with Mario, because I mean, Mario's, like, their biggest thing. Um, and that's all I've got really on Mario here. Maybe some remakes of the GameCube or Wii games, maybe
I think we'll
adding
definitely
more.
see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Colby, you got
Mhm.
anything?
maybe Nintendo will do a remaster or Ocarina of Time for the Switch 2 or something like that.
I'm glad you said that. So I have 3 things for Nintendo, and that's number 1.
Don't they have that on
So
the Nintendo 64 thing?
so they have that version, yes,
Yeah.
but it's not worth playing. So Nate the Hate, renowned leaker Nate the Hate, same with like what I said about Jason Schreier. If Nate the Hate said something, I'm like, you can basically take this to the bank. So he revealed a couple months back, or maybe like a month and a half back, he was like, yeah, Nintendo's gonna go big. It's Zelda's 40th anniversary this year. There's an Ocarina of Time remake. He revealed that there was gonna be a Star Fox game, and
Okay.
I forgot what else. And then, of course, Star Fox comes out next month. So Nintendo got pissed. And they tried to clean it up and said that they were providing people false information to throw leakers off. I think for
Okay.
sure, and that's why it's number 1 on my fucking list, Ocarina of Time remake.
Yeah.
I always said that they could print money. They like I would prefer they not do it in the Breath of the Wild engine, but if they did it to save time, like time on production and stuff like that, I would be
Mhm.
completely fine with that. Uh, so that's number 1 on my list. That's the big one for everything. That's the thing that I want to see out of all the shows, the Ocarina of Time remake. And again, not only Nate, Special Nick said it as well, but now it's like because they try to throw us off like that's why that Star Fox Direct, nobody knew about it. They just went like because I get the Twitch notifications on my phone, like Nintendo went live. I'm like, okay, great, who cares? And then I get on Twitter, everybody's like, oh my God, Star Fox. I was like, wait, what the fuck are y'all talking about? And they're like, there was a Nintendo Direct today. I was like, what? They didn't announce anything. They're trying to keep away from like hey, there's gonna be a direct tomorrow, and the people were like, yeah, and you're gonna release this, and we know it because of the leaks. They wanna try to throw people off.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, so if the Star Fox game is real, which obviously it is, and it comes out next month, I
Right.
have a feeling Ocarina of Time remake is 100% real. I've heard different things. Some people said that they're gonna try to split it up like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where part of the game, like, you child Link and then adult Link, which I don't know how that works because you have to keep going back to the Temple of Time and shit like that. But they're saying they
Mhm.
could release it in 2 different SKUs, like Child Link first and then Adult Link later. I don't know.
If they do that, they might as
Um,
well do a full remake.
well, that's what they're saying. I've heard that this is a full remake from the
Oh,
ground up.
okay.
It's not a remaster, not just like
Okay.
improving visual fidelity. It's apparently supposed to be a full remake from the ground up. The other thing I have, Mario Kart World DLC. I just think it makes the most sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, Wind Waker HD on Switch and Switch 2 would be nice, just saying.
Oh,
That way I don't have to
I just thought about something else.
I don't wanna have to fucking like, I still have my Wii U, but I don't wanna fucking have to plug up my Wii U to play Wind Waker, so, like,
I
Wind Waker HD would be nice,
I thought that was on the 3-pack.
and
Didn't they drop a 3-pack?
no, that was, no, the most recent Zelda release that was not Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild was Skyward Sword.
Okay.
The Switch version of Skyward Sword,
Okay,
on
I
the
got you.
Switch.
I got you. I
The
think I
Wii
got that.
version, I'm sorry.
I think I got that.
Um, what I would like from Nintendo, and again, license to print money. So, we got Link's Awakening was originally on the Game Boy. We got the Switch remake. And then they took that same engine and made Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, where you finally actually get to play as Zelda. First game you ever get to play as Zelda, 40 fucking years, right? That same engine, they could do Legend of Zelda A Link to the Past. The maps are almost exactly the same. I'm
Okay.
just saying. Now, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't anticipate it happening, but if they did that, that would just like fucking like mind blown. Like the little mind blown emoji. Like that would be it for me.
Okay.
So
You think they're gonna
yeah,
come
but
up with a new
Ocarina
Kirby?
well, they did Kirby Air Riders. They did a remake of Kirby
Mhm.
Air Riders. So it's like, could we see Kirby? Possibly.
I
Possibly.
feel like
Brothers.
Kirby's coming back, like, becoming a little bit more
So
popular
I've heard that
again.
Smash I've heard that Smash Brothers is done.
Oh, they done?
I've heard that that's why with the last one, they threw every character who had ever been in a Smash Brothers game in there because
Mhm.
that was like the swan song, and then all that
Mhm.
crazy DLC. Fucking Cloud and Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. You got, Castlevania characters. You got
Mhm.
Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Like,
Yeah, I got the game too, so it has everything.
they yeah, they say that that was supposed to be the swan song. I don't know,
Oh,
but
but
I think we're definitely getting Mario Kart World DLC, though.
Yeah.
I just, like
yeah,
it's been a year. Um, I think they have to do something to really show the fans that they still care because obviously the price of the Switch 2 is going up this year, and they're raising the price on the Switch 1 as well.
Really?
Um,
that's crazy.
yes. Yeah.
Damn.
The Steam Deck just got a price increase yesterday.
Yeah, he
So
went
if you're
up.
keeping
Yeah,
count, Switch 1, Switch 2, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series, S, all of them have got their price increased this year.
yeah. I think the
Damn.
Steam Deck went up to like
I'm glad I got my
One of them
950.
is like not
Switch 2 then.
yeah,
950.
950. Yep.
Like I got a
So
Legion Go, so
I really wanted a Steam Deck. It's not happening. Now I'm not paying $1,000 for a fucking handheld gaming PC. It's not happening. Now they have refurbished ones on the website, but everything is out of stock on the Steam website. I checked yesterday, so
yeah.
I
Mm,
don't know. But yeah,
mm-mm.
You gotta tell them
that's what I got for
contracts.
Nintendo. Kobe, you got anything?
Nintendo. Let's see. Well, you said the last Smash Brothers might have been the last one. Maybe another.
I would love to see a Smash Brothers.
Yeah, for
I
the
would love to. I just
for the Switch too. You know, maybe
yeah, for
they're
sure. I just kind of think it's done though.
maybe they'll
Yeah.
show something about Pokemon. I don't know. Pokemon
Well,
maybe.
Pokopia just came out, didn't it?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. And
they got
the X and Y or Z and A, whatever the fuck it was, they've been very Pokemon heavy. Like it's not like the
Yeah.
Switch 2 doesn't have Pokemon games.
yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But
You know they did the little announcement for the Wind and Waves type thing supposed to come out next year. You know,
that's right. That's right. You
so
did. That's right.
Well, they'll
maybe that
probably show that.
yeah
That
like
makes sense.
a release
Yeah.
dates or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, shout out Nintendo.
Hell yeah.
Ames, you got anything? I know you don't have anything for PlayStation. You got anything else for yours?
Looking through my notes real quick. No, I think that's good. I think that's all I've got. I mean, really every Nintendo Direct at least has at least one farm, fish, craft, or befriend woodland creatures or be
Yeah.
a woodland creature, so we know we're gonna see that for sure.
Yeah. You know what would be interesting now that I think about it, because you brought up playing Animal Crossing? We have not
Mhm.
had a new Animal Crossing game since the spring of 2020. Animal Crossing literally came out right as the pandemic shutdown happened.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah. I think they did come up with a DLC, I
There was
think.
DLC, but there
yeah.
hasn't been a
Yeah.
brand new Animal Crossing title.
With
So,
No.
everything they making, kind of got an Animal Crossing feel to it. To put
Yeah, like Pokopia, and then they have, the Hello
Pocopia for
Kitty
sure.
one. Yeah.
For sure.
That's why I
Okay,
haven't
good
bought
point.
them because I'm like, I mean, I already have Animal Crossing. I don't need another Animal Crossing-esque, you know, game because I'm already in it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright,
Kobe, you got
moving
anything for
on.
PlayStation?
PlayStation. Let's see. I need a release date for Phantom Blade Zero. They look amazing from what I've seen.
Okay.
Let's see
Got you,
what
got
else.
you.
PlayStation. I'm guessing they're gonna hold on. Is that played on?
They have told us that there will be Wolverine gameplay.
Yes.
So, that we know.
For sure, yeah. I've seen that. I don't even play PlayStation, and I've seen there's so much
Yeah.
Wolverine shit coming out, yeah.
Let's see. Is the Final Fantasy joint? They already said they trying to decide on a name for the game. So maybe they'll drop
I
that.
think they're full of shit. I think that okay, so I do have this. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 reveal and title.
Yeah.
I think for sure we find out what the name of the third installment is. Um, I would hope if I'm Sony, I'm pissed. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Final Fantasy was a great series. The PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII took it to a whole new level. The money that PlayStation spent on marketing that game,
Right.
um, it remember, like, that fucked up Nintendo and Square's relationship. They were so pissed that they went to PlayStation with that game because PlayStation was, working with CDs and Nintendo still wanted to use cartridges.
Yeah. But they still use a cord.
Um, so it only felt right that when they announced the remake that it took place at PlayStation's E3 conference. Play it on PlayStation first. Now the deal apparently was that all 3 games would go to PlayStation first before going to other platforms. Now they're saying with the 3rd one, it's gonna release on all platforms on the same date. So it'll be PlayStation, uh, Xbox, and Nintendo. I don't know if the PC version comes out the same day or not. I think it would only be right if they allowed PlayStation to have the reveal of the game
Right.
and marketing rights as well. Because Sony has done very well by Square. Like
Square
I just
Enix.
think, yeah, I think it makes more sense because when you think of PlayStation 1, like that's one of the like the the standards of the first PlayStation. Like that Final Fantasy VII is the reason I got into the PlayStation ecosystem. Because I love Final Fantasy VI so much. It was on the Super Nintendo, but they're like, well, this is on PlayStation. I was like, fuck, I gotta get a PlayStation. That's how I became part of the PlayStation ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right.
That game is intrinsically tied to PlayStation, and I feel like if you're gonna release it on all platforms on the same date, even though Sony paid for its exclusivity, I would love to see the Xbox sales numbers for for a remake and um actually Rebirth is out on Switch 2 and Xbox next week. So right ahead of the Xbox showcase. So I would love to see the sales numbers because a lot of people, when they announced it was coming to Xbox, you see people in the chat on YouTube. If you don't put it in Game Pass, I ain't playing.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the problem. Microsoft created that monster. You cannot condition your ecosystem to not have to pay for games, and then they get mad when they don't get a game in Game Pass. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
So
They should have just
I
left
have that.
they should just left Game Pass for exclusive Xbox titles.
But does that even exist anymore? Because
Nah.
Fable is releasing on PlayStation 5 the same day it releases on Xbox.
Yeah. That's
That's been clarified. As far
Mhm.
as any further exclusives, nobody knows. Apparently, they're having conversations about returning to exclusivity on Xbox, but, yeah, I feel like if it doesn't show up at the PlayStation showcase, it would be weird if it showed up at the Xbox show, I'm not gonna lie. Summer Game Fest is, like, right in the middle, so that would be like, "Okay, whatever the fuck," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
right.
But I feel like PlayStation should have marketing rights. Of course, we're gonna get Wolverine gameplay.
Mhm.
I wanna see some more of Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. I would assume that's coming next year. However, because of the Alamo Drafthouse situation and all that, and the fact that they announced this show 2 weeks in advance, a lot of people feel like PlayStation has something huge, and they
Yeah.
want this to feel like
True.
a classic E3 presentation, and they want us to walk away like, "Oh my fucking god." Now,
You think they're gonna ghost drop
so
something then?
I don't think it's gonna be a ghost drop, but I think it's gonna be something big. I think
Yeah.
that the God of War trilogy remake, it's too early in development, so it's not gonna be that. I think that we might see the God of War Faye game where you play as Faye. Um, but some people feel like they have a nuclear weapon that they're prepared to drop, and it's gonna be like, this is the PlayStation that we all want.
Yeah.
Could it Uncharted 1 remake? Possibly,
Right.
possibly,
Right back slide
because
Cooper's Pro right there.
yeah, they're going back and exploring a lot of their older IP. Jack and Daxter remake. Well, I don't think that would move the needle, but I would still play it.
Yeah.
Um, Uncharted 5, who the fuck knows? I don't know. The problem is their best studio for remakes, Bluepoint, they fucking closed down. So, and we know that Naughty Dog typically runs 2 teams. all hands on deck are on Intergalactic right now, and there's a smaller team working on something else. I don't know if we'll actually see this on Tuesday, but again, the scale of the show, we know it's an hour,
Mhm.
Alamo Draft House.
It might be
The
I
something.
think
Last of Us Part 3. The
they're
Last of Us Part 3.
ooh,
Could,
okay.
oh yeah, could
Okay.
be that. Could be
I
that.
mean, for sure
Maybe.
I feel like they're gonna focus on, like, some first party quality cinematic
They have to.
experiences, because that's what they're good at. That's
They
their strong suit.
the fact of the matter that they let like we all played how many hours did we all spend on fucking Xbox Live playing Fortnite during the pandemic? Like that's
So
we all spent
much.
so many hours together, right?
Yeah.
We played
Mhm,
Overwatch 2, but
mhm.
everybody chased that live service dog tail, and nobody chased it like Sony. Jim Ryan greenlit 12 live service games for PlayStation, and that was way too fucking many. You want they had Blue Point making a live service God of War game that they canceled. Like 12 games, 12 live service games. Concord came out, was dog shit. We got Marathon. I think Bungie's done. Like
I got a question for
PlayStation is
you.
not gonna
I got a
go
question
ahead.
for you. Do you think they could have a bungee drop? Cause they just announced June 9th. They Destiny 2 is over with. They is not making no more
Yeah,
content.
and there's no Destiny 3. Um, Part of the deal of the acquisition with Bungie was that they would operate independently, but they would still be under Sony, but they would not be a quote unquote PlayStation studio
Okay.
unless they didn't hit like uh several financial metrics and targets and stuff like that. They
Mm.
fucked that up completely. And might I add, it's Bungie's fault that we didn't get The Last of Us online. Sony also acquired Bungie to assess their online portfolio. And Bungie said of The Last of Us Online, it looks good. I don't think you're going to make any money off of it. And that's why they canceled that game. And then Bungie, 2 months after we find this out, Bungie fails to hit like a sales metric on Destiny 2. And Marathon was a fucking disaster. We found out that they're plagiarizing other people's work. So if Bungie fails to hit certain metrics, Sony can acquire them and like they've already like eliminated part of their staff and stuff like that. I think that Bungie becomes a PlayStation studio and they might actually become a support studio for like other studios. I could see that happening.
Did they start out with Halo?
Um yeah,
Man, Halo was so
yeah,
cold. I don't know what happened to him.
yeah.
I don't know.
So I'm not 100%. I'm like if they showed us even a teaser like they did at PlayStation Experience when they still did that where they just showed the stop sign and it had the Firefly logo spray painted on it. We're like, holy shit, The Last of Us 2 is a real thing and we're gonna get it. And then it was just a cinematic of Ellie playing the guitar and Joel walking through the house. And credit
Right.
to the people in the YouTube, like, yo, he's dead. It was like, why do you think he's dead? What the fuck are you talking about? And then turns out Joel fucking died in the game, right? Um, I think The Last of Us 3 would blow everybody the fuck away if they did it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think it's going to happen. But if they wanna drop a megaton bomb, by
That's
all
the one to
fucking
do it.
means, that's
Yeah.
the one that'll do it.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
the one to do it. Because we know there's more God of War stuff coming. That's not gonna shock anybody. We know Intergalactic Heretic Prophet is coming next year, hopefully. That's not gonna shock anybody. We kinda know, like Phantom Blade Zero, sure. There's a lot like, PlayStation needs to atone for allowing Jim Ryan to fucking greenlight 12 live service games, and as we know of right now, 8 of them have been canceled. And Fair Games, we don't like maybe we see Fair Games, maybe they've changed the title. I don't know, but they gave Jade Raymond that money and she ran off on the fucking plug. They
That-
closed Deviation Studios. They closed Blundell helped start Deviation. They closed Deviation. Blundell started another studio in PlayStation Studios, and then they just closed that one.
They're gonna.
They've
Shit.
got to atone. They and then of all fucking things, Bluepoint is the gods of remakes and remasters, and you close Blue Point Games of all fucking studios. This is why there's this aura around this show that PlayStation has to show and fucking prove because Jim Ryan just absolutely destroyed the PlayStation 5 generation. A great piece of technology, he destroyed it. I think it's maybe too well. Insomniac cooks.
Yeah.
Insomniac cooks. Insomniac has put out four games. So they did Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Wolverine will be Insomniac's fourth game in the PlayStation 5 generation.
Yeah.
So if we saw a teaser for Spider-Man 3, if we saw a teaser for the Venom game, who the fuck knows? They got to show up and show the fuck out. They got
Yeah.
to show up.
They got to tell me what they did with Carnage because he was in Spider-Man.
I think Carnage would show up in Spider-Man 3. Obviously, we get Green Goblin because Norman Osborn went to visit Doc Ock in prison, and he said he was writing the final chapter. I think it's going to be called Spider-Man 3, the final chapter, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But now that Harry is sick again and laid up in the hospital, Norman's got to take up the Goblin mantle. We're going to see Green Goblin. I think Carnage is going to be like maybe a second villain in the game, maybe not a side quest.
Yeah.
And Najee Jeter, who plays Miles, said that the Venom game was canceled when Tony Todd died. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. Jason Schreier said that that's absolutely not correct.
Oh.
So I'm just saying. And again, like I said, they could just put it on YouTube like any other state of play and call it a fucking day. The fact that they had people like you have to contact Alamo Drafthouse as a whole and be like, hey, we want to take films out of your theater, well, this one particular theater, for a day because we have something we want to show the people. And it's sold out everywhere. You don't do that on a whim. You have to have something.
Yeah.
You have to have
Got
something.
to. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, me either. I'm fucking stoked. I cannot fucking wait. Cannot fucking wait.
It's when June 2nd, right?
Yeah, Tuesday. Absolutely Tuesday. It's
gonna be a long week.
What time?
Oh my god, yeah. I think it's at 5. Let me double check because I'm actually leaving work like an hour early.
Is that Central Time or Eastern Time?
Let's see.
Colby.
It's 2. So it's 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, so 4 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good spot for me.
What? Google, are you crazy? It's 5 p.m. Eastern, yeah, so it's Tuesday the 2nd. It's Tuesday.
5 p.m. Eastern?
Okay.
Yeah, so 4 Central.
4
It's
Central.
4 for us. It's 5 for him, 4 for us.
We're all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Colby, you got anything else for PlayStation?
PlayStation MC. We talked about the Phantom Blade. We talked about the possible Last of Us 3. Maybe they'll say something about a new Devil May Cry. Because I know that they just dropped the animated series season 2.
The thing about that is Capcom for the last couple of years has done their own show.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I would imagine that would show up on their own show. Which, if Capcom does do a show, we'll cover that as well, you guys, just to let you know. But
for sure.
Yeah, I feel like they would maybe, and you know what? Maybe not even PlayStation. I feel like maybe that could show up at Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, Summer Game
Fest. I feel like
it
could show up at Summer Game Fest, and then they'll be like, "There's a Capcom stream next week. Tune in," and then you get more information about it.
Yeah.
The last State of Play, didn't they show like some kind of co-op ninja stealth game?
I can't remember. They mailed it in on a lot of these State of Plays. Like everybody, I remember 23. I was like, y'all could have just not shown anything because all we got was like the teaser for Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, Spider-Man 2 gameplay, and I legit can't remember shit else from that fucking show.
That was 23? Hold up.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't remember that.
I think maybe they announced that's when The Last of Us Part 1 for PlayStation 5 leaked that week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, that was the year before. That it came out in the summer at the end of 22. That was the year before. I'm wrong. That was the year before. So, I don't know. Does anybody have a game that they desperately want that they don't think it's ever really gonna come out?
I got
We
one.
can end it here.
It's out, but it deserved a remake. It was way ahead of its time. Back
What's that?
that was the Hunter the Reckoning back on the original Xbox.
That was a good game.
That was
That was a good game.
that would make money today. Cause you had the
That's a good game.
you had the magic element, the vampires, the werewolves, the zombies, all the little monsters. Oh man, that's damn near every game today.
That's what I'm saying. Ames, you got one?
It used to be Fable 4, but now that we got
We're
some
getting that.
shit, not anymore.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all something, and I totally believe this game is vaporware. I don't think it's ever gonna come out at this point. Um, um, oh, this is interesting. This is from 4 months ago. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't think that game is ever coming. I think it's complete vaporware at this point. So Reddit says Beyond Good and Evil 2 remains in active development at Ubisoft Montpellier after 18 years since its 2008 announcement, E3 2008. Last major
2008.
reveal was E3 2017. It's not canceled per recent job listings from November 26th of last year, 2025. Confirmed ongoing work, including multiplayer features. Leaker Tom Henderson stated in early January 2026, it's shaping up very well. It's alive, but in perpetual limbo. Ubisoft's restructuring in 24, 25, and the layoffs, but it hasn't been killed yet. Um, I don't think this game is ever coming out.
But
18 years of development is absolutely ridiculous.
but since you said Ubisoft, and I know he ain't what's that game
They
called?
crank out Far Cries. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy if you think about it. We're
And
probably due for another Far Cry game.
this now that you said Ubisoft, and
They
I
do
know
crank those
that
out crazy.
they just put Sam Fisher
They
in what's that game with the Siege. They just put Sam Fisher in Siege. I need another Splinter Cell.
I don't think Ubisoft is doing a show this year.
I know it's here. That's what I'm saying. Like when the last Splinter Cell came out, that was Double Agent.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while.
I think it was Double
Apparently
Agent.
Ubisoft lost $1.3 billion last year.
Oh,
Oh, this is from last year. Okay, so you know what? Ubisoft's confirmed to be at the PC gaming show. This is from last year. Jeff Keighley usually puts out the partners for Summer Game Fest. Let's see if Ubisoft is listed.
I think it's supposed to be shows all that week.
Oh, okay. PlayStation, Xbox, Capcom, EA, Ubisoft, and Epic Games. So we're gonna see some of these predictions come true. Bandai Namco, Capcom, Electronic Arts, Ubisoft, WB Games, 2K, Amazon Games, Sega, Level Infinite, Devolver Digital, Focus Entertainment. Any developers: Annapurna, Art Games, Blumhouse Games, Bokeh Game Studio, Day of the Devs, Embark Studios, Funcom, Hoyoverse, I Am 8-Bit, Innersloth, Pocket Pair, Private Division, and Supercell, all to be partners at Summer Game Fest this year. So
You said
I don't think
WB.
we're gonna see Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I don't know.
okay.
Fallout New Vegas remake or remaster, since they just remastered Oblivion
Oh yeah,
at the Xbox
Oh,
show.
that's true. Yeah.
maybe.
I forgot
Yeah.
they remade that.
Yeah, they just did Oblivion. And Starfield is not doing well on PlayStation.
Oh no. Yeah.
Um, yeah,
What?
Ubisoft. I'm sorry. Bethesda needs something. I wouldn't be surprised if we see more Fallout 76 DLC. Would not
Yeah,
be at all surprised. But
for sure.
I don't know.
It's always Fallout.
You guys got
I think we're good.
anything else? What'd you
No,
say?
I'm chill.
you said WB gonna be there?
Yeah, WB Games.
wonder they putting out another Mortal Kombat or Injustice 3.
I think there's an Injustice movie. Yeah, I just saw like a movie. I don't know. Oh boy, excuse me. All right. We're gonna go ahead and put this to bed. This is gonna be a special episode this week. We'll have our standard episode on Monday, and then obviously we will have the Euphoria recap episode on Wednesday, season finale. Probably should be series finale, but who the fuck am I to tell Sam Levinson to do with his IP? We will have the state of play. We will also have Summer Games Fest, the Xbox Showcase, and then Nintendo Direct whenever it's available.
That's it.
I thought I had a thought, but I don't. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us. As always, my name is Derek Daniel Ocean. That's awesome, Amy. That's Killer Colby, and we are but just 3 members of Pause Menu Society. We will see y'all later. Peace out.
Bye.
All right, one.